A mother sits across from her 4-month-old baby. For 3 minutes, she laughs, coos, and mirrors every expression her baby makes. The baby is lit up, reaching, smiling, fully alive. Then a researcher gives a signal. She goes still, face flat, no expression, no response. Just silence. What happens next changed everything scientists thought they knew about your baby's mind. Because what your baby does in those next 2 minutes is not just a reaction. It is a window into one of the most sophisticated social systems the human brain produces. And that system is running inside your baby right now. Your first thought might be, babies are too young to read facial expressions. That assumption lived in pediatric textbooks for decades. Then Dr. Edward Tronick put it to the test. He was a developmental psychologist, meaning a scientist who studies how the mind grows at Harvard Medical School. The year was 1975. The experiment took 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes ended the debate permanently. Tronick's experiment is now called the still face paradigm. Paradigm means a framework that scientists use to test a model. The setup was simple, 3 phases. Each lasted about 2 minutes. Phase 1, normal interaction. A mother plays with her infant, smiling, talking, responding to every coo and gesture. Phase 2, the still face. The mother stops. Face goes neutral, no expression, no response, eyes open but nothing coming through. Phase 3, reunion. The mother returns to normal interaction, what researchers expected in Phase 2, mild confusion from the baby. What they actually observed shook the entire research team. Within seconds of the mother going still, the infant began working to re-engage her, smiling harder, pointing, vocalizing, using every social tool available. When none of it worked, the baby collapsed inward, gaze averted, arms pulled in, face flattened. Harvard's developmental research team documented this response in infants as young as 6 weeks old. 6 weeks, not 6 months. 6 weeks old and your baby's social engagement system was already running at full capacity. Inside your baby's brain during those 2 minutes, 3 things happen in sequence. The moment the mother's face goes still, your baby's social engagement system fires an alert. This system is a network of brain structures that evolved specifically to track caregiver faces and voices. Think of it like an electrical circuit. When the caregiver's face is lit and responsive, the circuit runs. When it goes dark and flat, the circuit cuts out. Your baby has no word for what just happened, but their nervous system registers it instantly as a signal failure. The second thing that happens is a cortisol spike. Cortisol is your body's primary stress hormone, the same chemical that surges when you hear a crash in the middle of the night. Researchers at Boston Children's Hospital measured cortisol in infants during the still face paradigm. Levels spiked within the first 60 seconds of Phase 2. 60 seconds. 1 minute of no response. Measurable stress chemistry in your baby's bloodstream. The third thing is behavioral shutdown, not random distress. A patterned withdrawal response that Tronick's team documented identically across hundreds of infants from different cultural backgrounds. The reason your baby responds this strongly to a still face goes back to biology. Your baby arrived in the world completely dependent, unable to regulate their own temperature, unable to find food, unable to move towards safety. Their only survival tool was the ability to capture a caregiver's attention and keep it. Evolution solved this by wiring your baby's brain to treat caregiver unresponsiveness as a threat signal, not inconvenience, not confusion. A threat signal, the same category as hunger or physical pain. Tronick named the mechanism behind this the mutual regulation model. In plain language, your baby's nervous system and your nervous system are designed to regulate each other. When you are calm and responsive, your baby's nervous system borrows that calm. When you become unavailable, their system loses its anchor. Think of 2 tuning forks vibrating in sync. One stops, the other loses its frequency. That is what the still face does. It removes the frequency your baby's brain was synchronized to. The behavioral collapse in Phase 2 is not weakness. It is your baby's nervous system responding exactly as it was built to respond, reading an absence of safety signal accurately, and conserving energy until the signal returns. This response has been replicated across dozens of countries, across every cultural context tested. The mechanism is universal. Here is what the still face research revealed about long-term development. The most important phase of the experiment was not phase 2, it was phase 3. The reunion? When the mother returns to normal interaction, the baby does not immediately return to baseline. There is a delay, a re-establishment period. Think of it like a bridge control system rebooting after a power outage. The structure is intact, but the system has to verify everything is safe before reopening to traffic. Tronick's team found that how quickly a baby recovers in phase 3 predicts something important. It predicts their capacity for emotional resilience, meaning the ability to return to calm after stress. Later in childhood, babies who recovered quickly showed stronger emotional regulation skills at age 3. This was documented in a longitudinal study, meaning researchers followed the same children over years, published in the journal Child Development in 2003. The still face paradigm did not just reveal what babies feel, it revealed that the cycle of disruption and repair is itself a developmental mechanism. Every brief disconnection followed by repair actually builds emotional strength. The rupture is not the damage, the repair is the training. But here is the finding that surprised researchers most. It was not what happened during the still phase. It was what Tronick's team discovered in the reunion phase that nobody predicted. And it has direct implications for something every parent does every single day, without realizing it. If this is new to you, subscribe to NeuralNursery. A new topic like this every single week. First, everyday disconnections are not damage. How you repair them is what matters. Here is why this works. Tronick's longitudinal data showed that perfect, uninterrupted attunement is not the goal. Attunement means being emotionally in sync with your baby at all times. That standard does not exist. What matters is repair. A parent who disconnects and returns reliably is building the exact same resilience pathways the still face reunion phase builds. Here is exactly how to do it. Name the return. When you look up from your phone, make eye contact and say your baby's name. When you walk back into the room after stepping away, make a sound, a word, anything. Your baby's brain registers the return as the repair. That registration is what builds resilience over time. Second, your baby's still face reaction is a measurement of how deeply they are engaged with you. Here's why this works. Tronick himself noted this in interviews with the Harvard Center on the Developing Child. The intensity of the baby's response in phase 2 was proportional to the depth of connection in phase 1. The baby who was most engaged crashes hardest, because the signal loss is greatest. Here is exactly how to do it. When your baby becomes distressed at your unavailability, resist the instinct to see it as problematic. See it as data instead. Your baby was so connected to you that your absence registered as significant. That is secure attachment responding correctly. Third, a phone-present but mentally absent parent is neurologically identical to the still face. Here is why this works. A 2014 study published in Child Development replicated the still face paradigm using a parent scrolling a smartphone. The babies showed the same behavioral sequence, same cortisol response, same withdrawal pattern. Your face does not have to be literally expressionless. An unresponsive face, meaning present but not tracking your baby's signals, produces the same neural response in your infant. Here is exactly how to do it. Pick specific windows of full presence, not all day, not every hour. 20 minutes, twice daily, of face-to-face interaction where your baby is the only thing your nervous system is tracking. That is not a parenting ideal. That is the specific biological input your baby's brain is calibrated to receive, based on 50 years of research that started with 2 minutes and a still face. The next time your baby cries when you look away, remember what Tronick's team found. Your baby is not manipulating you. They are not spoiled. They are not oversensitive. They are doing exactly what a healthy, well-attached infant is supposed to do. Their nervous system registered a signal loss and responded appropriately, the same way a smoke detector responds to smoke. It does not question whether the smoke is worth the alarm. It simply responds to what it was built to detect. The fact that your baby collapses when your face goes still is not a problem. It is proof. Proof that your face matters to them more than anything else in their environment. proof that the months of holding and responding and returning their gestures built something real inside their nervous system. Tronick spent decades studying this. He testified about it, published on it, and built a career around it. And he said something that has stayed in the scientific literature ever since. He said that babies are far more socially sophisticated than anyone gave them credit for. He was right. Your baby has been tracking your face, reading your signals, and adjusting their behavior in response to yours since before you knew it was happening. That is not neediness. That is love, expressed through the only nervous system they have. If you want to understand more about what is happening inside your baby's mind, subscribe to NeuralNursery. A new topic every week. If this changed how you see your baby's reactions, share it with someone who needs to hear it. A partner, a grandparent, anyone who has ever called a baby too sensitive. Next week, why babies stare at strangers. Scientists at MIT found your baby runs a social probability calculation every time they lock eyes with an unknown face. What is inside that calculation will surprise you. You are not going to want to miss it.